Okay, welcome back to our video tutorials. This will be the last video tutorial. Um, we've covered pretty much everything there is to cover with the exception of working in wikis. Okay, so we really don't have any wikis in the course until we get into the CIS1 getting started unit. Okay, so I really would like to give you an example of how the wikis look and work once we get into the heart of the course. So we really start learning about teaching and understanding learners in unit 1.2, how learners learn. So let's just go to this unit and let's take a look at a wiki. So once again, this is a typical unit in our CiSELT course. As I told you earlier on, this first block area here is always information about the unit, outcomes, forum, social forum, glossary, and recommended reading. You really need in each unit to read everything in the recommended reading and go over the glossary of terminology there in order to build your vocabulary level and to read a lot of the current publications that are out about how learners learn. In each unit, the recommended reading directly reflects what unit topic we're talking about, and there's a lot of excellent material there. Okay, so I kind of got diverted there. The purpose of this video is wikis. So we looked at participating in forums. So basically you just keep working your way through the unit. You do your exercises, you look at the resources. We looked at how to do exercises, to read the resources, these types of things. You move on to increasing learners' exposure to English, learning from mistakes. So here we come into an interesting aspect of language teaching. Do we correct, not correct, and understanding exactly why those errors are being made by our learners. So we have a couple of exercises, a good resource on learning from mistakes, and then why L2 learners make errors, and then we come to our wiki examples of errors. Okay, so whenever you come to any wiki in the course, this will be what you look at. Here's our teacher, and she's giving its instructions like we talked about. Okay, and so here we're looking at two types of errors normally found in our language classrooms. L1 interference and developmental errors. So we read that in interference, this is where learners transfer features of their mother tongue, L1, Spanish in the case here in Mexico, to the language that they're learning, L2, which is English. So for example, Italian learners tend to drop the subject of a sentence which is perfectly acceptable in Italian, but wrong in English. For example, is nice instead of it is nice or it's nice. Okay, so developmental errors, these are similar to those made by children learning their first language when knowledge or understanding is incomplete. For example, overgeneralization errors occur when learners learn a grammar rule and then apply it indiscriminately. For example, using the ed suffix for irregular past tense verbs such as go and see. They learn regular verbs first and so they just assume that all verbs are regular verbs, so they use go ed to see ed in lugar to go and gone. Okay, so so now it comes to you need to add your idea. So how do you do that? Well, very simple. We click edit. Okay, so our view changes when we click edit, as you can see. Okay, so here we L1 interference is a common error we see is something like this. I have 15 years. No? Okay. Developmental error. So see, you just go here and you delete this. A developmental error is, let's say, comparatives, for example. The same idea. Would be something like bad to batter, right? Something like that. So those are developmental errors, right? So you've made your contribution. Now what do? We click save. And so you can see your participations here. Now, one very important thing to do here is to make sure that you always leave your name. Okay, so we always put our name next to our contribution, and then we save. So this way your moderator knows who has contributed what. Okay, so that's very, very simple. As you can see, a lot of people wonder what wikis are, how to participate in wikis, what the purpose is. And as you can see, as you progress in the unit, each member of the group starts sharing ideas, and once again, it's a collaborative knowledge building document. So at the end of the unit, you can click on this and you can save it in your computer in order to have a record of the wiki. Okay, click save as and just save the document. Okay, so I hope this helped you understand how to participate in the wiki. I believe we've covered all of the activities in the course. Of course, once you get started in the unit, you will have some issues, some questions. You can always send your moderator a message. You can always go back to the help and support unit if there's something that you didn't understand to begin with while you was getting started. There's various ways, and one thing that you will find that we moderators are willing to help with anything at any time, so don't be afraid to ask your moderator for help. Okay, so remember, as we looked at earlier, this is our shortcut bar, so we want to get back to where we were, so we just click here and boom, we are right back to our course unit. Okay, well, I hope this series of videos has helped you, and this video in particular has helped you learn how to participate in wikis, and we will see you shortly in the course. Bye.